Oh. Hi. I know I'm so cheesy. My hellos are so cheesy. I'm just so damn cheesy. We got to talk tonight, though, y'all. What's going on, Deshaun? We got to talk tonight. We got to talk tonight, man. We got to talk tonight. We got to talk. There's something going on here. We need to talk. So I can get that. We need to talk. Damn, I got one left. People, we need to talk. All right. Got a couple of streams on the check-in. Got unplugged on the check-in up in this bitch. Of course, I got the hated one on the check-in up in this bitch. We need to talk. We need to talk. I know what you're saying, what about, but we need to talk, people. We need to talk. I want to say, if you're new to the channel, man, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, all that stuff, yeah. But we need to talk. Let me introduce myself. People, what I do is I help fathers understand their legal and constitutional rights. That's what I do. And in doing this, I have the god-awful job of sorting out fathers from child support payers, aka child support duckers. You're a child support ducker, I can figure you out. Because what you say just don't match. I don't like helping child support duckers. I don't like those guys no more than I like booty out niggas. I don't like child support duckers. I don't like individuals that want to step into the game of good when they thought bad was so jiggy and doing the adapt thing, you know what they do. I'm so corny. I'm not into none of that. I'm not a dapper rapper. I'm not a dapper rapper. I'm laughing at something else. But we got to talk. And we need to talk because as much as I don't like COVID, I'm not going to allow nobody to blame COVID for your cups. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to allow you to blame COVID for your cups. You know, right now, everybody's blaming everything on COVID. Like COVID literally I seen COVID on a wanted poster. I seen some dudes do a rap video talking about some, yo, when we catch COVID, we gonna die. Come on. Stop. COVID ain't did nothing to you. COVID is a virus. COVID is a virus that did what viruses do. COVID ain't did nothing to you. It ain't did nothing to you. I promise you, COVID ain't did nothing to you. Oh yeah, that got some flavor there. That's some flavor. As firstborn just said, checking me out unplugged. We don't does that. I want to be clear about something. You got your car repoed. Your car ain't get repoed because of COVID. People, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm good. I'm a great storyteller. I had a client one time, and what we did, when I had my office up north, what I did was we had a client. What we would do is we would get the client's job number, get their consent to call them at their job when they had a payment due, etc. So we would call the clients, and one time we called this client, and I don't know if they realized that they was at work or not, but we called them and they said, I'm out of town because I had an emergency, so I had to leave town. We said, well, did you pick your whole job up and take your job with you? Because we're calling you at your job. I need y'all to follow me. They hung up the phone. Let me just say that. People got a way of being real assy and waiting for the first issue, the first problem to come up, the first problem to pop rear its ugly head, and then you blame that. COVID is just getting blamed for too much stuff. So allow me. I mean, I'm the hated one. This is what I do. I'm miserable. Add this to the damn list. I'm such a list adder person. People, COVID's been around for, let's just say, a year. Can we say a year? Let's give COVID a year. People, there's no way somebody can get $80,000 in child support arrears in a year. It's just no way you can get 80. Let me repeat it. You can't get $80,000 worth of child support in a year, especially if your payments is $436 a month. If your payments is $436 a month, how in the hell, not regular hell, like the hell, like the hell is different from regular hell. Hell is just people down there screaming and just it's hot down there. But the hell is a different type of hell. You go down to the hell and come around and get robbed. You can get robbed in the hell. You didn't know it, but you hear people say, "Man, what the hell?" Oh, not in the what in the hell? In the hell is different than regular hell. I need y'all to follow me, right? Because you ain't blaming your issue. Your car didn't get repoed because of COVID. Your car didn't get repoed because of COVID. You do not have $80,000 in child support arrearages in 8 months if your payments is $436 a month. This is just listen. I don't know what type of math you're using, but there's just no economical math equation on this Earth planet world where you can have $80,000+ in child support arrears if in fact your payments is four something a month in 8 months. Stop blaming on COVID. Stop blaming everything on COVID. Please stop. You're killing me. You're really killing me. All right. I just made mention of the fact that I can tell a father from a child support payer. Let me just go into that for a second. The way I can tell a child, people, I fought to be a father. Court transcripts say this. The fact that I went to court so many times, my intellect in the court realm has gotten so. I'm dead on. I'm straight dap with it. The reason for that is Tia LaShawn Bradley didn't do like other women did, just take a man down there, get what they had to get, and bounce. Tia Bradley was like every other week, she was like, I want to take him back down there. And it was just like, blah, 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 blah. What happens when you keep taking down somebody through something or taking to, you get immune to it. Once you get immune to it, it's not effective anymore. I need y'all to follow me. When you meet somebody and all they want to do is talk about child support, child support, child support, child support, child support, child support, and then their child's mom is like on welfare with three other kids, and they don't want her to get their money and give it all to the mother. I just don't want to pay child support, but I don't want custody of my kid. Stop it. That's how I can tell an individual that is just interested or is not interested in being a father, but they're only interested in not paying child support. I can tell. People, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm very smart. Like, I'm smart. Like, sometimes I figure out stuff and I'll be like, did I figure that out? And I'll be like, yeah, you did. Oh, sweat. I'm smart. I don't know if that's hot off the press. I don't know if you didn't realize that. I'm a pretty smart guy. I am, if I may say so myself. And like everything else, like a detective figuring out a crime, when things happen, they take clues, things that you don't know is clues. Detectives. So I'm like a child support non-payer detective person. That's what I am. I'm gonna declare myself that tonight. I am a child support non-payer protective person because I know when individuals are just. I know when you're running the game, but I need y'all to follow me. Normally, what happens when you have child support arrearages, let's say if your child support arrearages is $400 a month, what happens is, I know people going to realize this, nothing's going to be crazy, but I can tell you right off the bat, $400 a month child support payments will yield you $4,800 a month, a year, excuse me, $4,800 a year in arrearages if you decide you don't want to pay. Let me say that again. $400 a month in child support will yield you $4,800 a year in child support arrearages. Now, when you don't pay that amount of money, what you have to do if you want to multiply that times 10, 4,800 every 10 years. I don't know if you realize this, but every 10 years, if you decide you don't want to pay child support, your child support payment will be, after 10 years of non-payment, $48,000. You'll have child support arrears in amount of $48,000. I need y'all to follow me. Now, I'm doing a flat rate of $400, even though I said $436. I assure you, that the $3,600 that I chopped off will not go from it won't make up the difference of 48,000 to 80 something thousand. It won't do that. That $36 will not do that. You cannot, under no mathematical scale, under no mathematic curriculum, and the no mathematic scale, could you get yourself for $80 plus $1,000 arrearages in 8 months. Just can't happen. If the show Mission Impossible wanted somebody was writing a Mission Impossible skit, that's a good one. That like you can write, this isn't mission difficult. This is Mission Impossible. Like I'm waiting for the next Mission Impossible movie to be based on somebody with that math equation. I'm going to be waiting because that's not possible. I'm actually laughing at something else. That's not possible. In the history of possibilities, that will never emerge as a possibility. That does not qualify for a possibility. Like you could go to the possibility store and look down every aisle of the possibility store. It just won't be there. I promise you. I promise you that math equation will not be there. But this is what I get because of COVID. This is individuals hire me just to tell me some crazy math equation because of COVID. I have to sit down and listen to somebody because they paid me some nonsense because of COVID. I'll get back to that. People, let me read an insert of my book. This book is dedicated to Todd Smith Sr., my dad. Dad, I want to thank you for providing me with your DNA. Dad, I want to thank you for helping me and giving me the blueprint and showing me how to navigate myself throughout this cold, harsh world, as well as being a man. Dad, I want to thank you for teaching me that men don't make excuses. I'm going to stop right there. Men don't make excuses. We don't. Men don't make excuses. Boys make excuses. Bitches make excuses. Men don't make excuses. Even Malcolm X said, we declare our rights as a human being on this society, on this day, on this earth, in this time, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. That's the statement of a man. That's the statement of a man that said, I'm not going to lose. There's no other alternative. There's no possibility of losing. In the movie Avengers, Tony Stark had the pleasure of telling a god named Loki, you done pissed off a demigod, your brother, two master assassins, Black Widow and Hawkeye, a guy with crazy anger management issues. You managed to piss all of them off. Loki basically said, I forgot what he said, and that's rare for me to forget. But Tony Stark responded with, no, you don't understand. There's no version of this where you're going to win. It's just not possible. Men don't make excuses. We just don't. We don't sit up there and be hungry and don't find a way to feed ourselves. Men don't make excuses. A man will not, I repeat, I'm going to put emphasis, highlight, put a LED light on it, circle it, put it in all caps. A man will not lose his job on Tuesday and need your help on Thursday. Men don't do that. No version of a man does that. A bitch do that. Yeah, bitch do that. Yeah, they do that all the time. They do. They do. I promise you. You can go to the promise store. That'll be there. It's on aisle 3. Trust me. It's there. Book it. It's there. Excuse me a second. I got to take a drink. So I'm looking at the various cameras because I'm on various platforms. But excuse me, I take a drink. Just you get to hang out. Just keep looking at the screen. If you're looking on your phone, keep looking at your phone. But just give me a second. That was good. Where was I? Oh yeah. With that being said, now I just said, and I heard what I said because I was sitting here when I said it. I said, men don't make excuses. We don't. Men do not make excuses. People, your car didn't get repoed because of COVID. Your car got repoed because you couldn't afford it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm about to say something may sound a little crazy. Because of COVID, They did not make a COVID currency. I didn't get a COVID currency. So let me just help you out and break something down to you. Break something down to you. I don't know where you were at um, when they taught mathematics, but a guy by the name of Dave Ramsey said the average person buys a car just to impress someone at the stoplight that they'll never ever see again. I believe that. There's a lot of individuals that got cars that aren't even practical. It's just not practical. Practical means you don't uh, you know you don't have a 4 hour commute one way and buy a gas guzzler. You want to buy something a little bit more practical. I don't know, like a Toyota Prius or something. You want to be a bit more practical. To blame everything that has happened in your life on COVID, it's a bit of a stretch. And allow me to tell you what I mean by that. Um, People, when I was looking to purchase homes, I settled on this home because as a person that lives by myself, um, this house was practical, and I was going to go look at a house that was like 3 times bigger than this one, and I decided not to get that house because it wasn't practical. And here's a little insight on my psyche. I'm not even going to say that there's a lot of people that say, I got enough bills for 3 years. That's excellent. I am so happy for you. I really am. But my perspective is keep your living expenses so low that if all else fails, you can work at Burger King and still pay your bills. How's that? So, with that perspective, had I would have brought the other house, I would have got outside the lines of keep your living expenses so low that if all else fails, you can work at Burger King and pay your bills. You can live. People, I have a beautiful life. I'm worth a decent. I own a lot of stuff. That doesn't need to be said. However, I'm not taking myself out of this cushion of this. At 52 years old, I've earned this breather. I have a breather. All right. And I'm constantly having men hire me with expectations of, how when somebody tell you something, you be like, yo, picture this. And like, they be like, picture this. And I'm like, where is it? I'm just like, no, I can't see what you're saying. Is a term that people use when they say, hey man, you see what I'm saying? Like nobody actually can see like you see. Oh, there go the word L. There go word. Oh, I see all the words leaving my mouth. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Um, I'm trying to not do this and be so serious, man. I just don't want to come out because there's going to be people watching this and they're going to say, people are, people just get crazy. I have enough money to buy no toilet paper. I have to wipe my butt with my hand. You ain't wiping your butt with your hand. You're more like you smearing your butt. You ain't doing that. So I'm trying to humor this up, man. I'm trying to enlighten you with some humor sauce. So I just don't want to just go because I can go in hard. Like I don't want to do that. I want to just like fun this up, because it's just so damn ridiculous. People, COVID is not the reason why your car got repoed. Um, I'm trying to be nice, really. It's Be Nice Monday. I just made it up. I'm trying to make something. The other day I came, Friday, I didn't have none. I got a lot. I'm trying to comedy it up. I'm trying to humor it up. Because this topic is a little bit iffy because there are people out there that lost their car due to COVID, and I really don't want to step on their toes. But there's a lot of individuals out there that's blaming COVID for a lot of stuff, and me and COVID is cool. You know what I'm saying? Me and COVID is cool. I don't got no problems with COVID. So what I would just tell individuals, I would just tell individuals is this: please let this COVID thing be a lesson to you. Just let it be a lesson to you. And the reason why it should be a lesson to you because I actually did a couple of videos, shows, telling individuals about what was going to happen. And sure enough, there were individuals that were on talking about, I don't want to be around my kids. I'm tired of these kids. When they going to open up the school? I don't want to be around these kids. And what I said was, and I heard what I said because I was sitting there when I said it. I said, for all the individuals that made the claim that they don't need a man and all that, and they was just on this island of independence. COVID is about to step to their bunhole. Like COVID is about to put both foots all up in that bunhole. So what do what should we learn from this in closing? What should we learn from this? What we should learn from this is people is when it comes to your life, it's yours. Don't be so quick to blame your successes. I'm sorry, your failures on someone else. Don't do that. Um, I love the women in my family. The unfortunate things of the women in my family, they're blaming men for all their issues. People, I fought to be a father for 11 and a half years like an idiot. I'm taking all the blame for that. People, I used to have bad credit. I'm taking the blame for that. I stayed back in the ninth grade. I'm taking the blame for that too. Take the blame for your life. Nobody is responsible for your life but you. COVID is not the reason why your kids are hungry. The reason why your kids are hungry is because you can't afford your kids. Don't nobody owe you nothing. COVID is not the reason why your kids is hungry. It's not the reason. Not the reason. Not the reason. I spent the first 20 minutes barking on men. Now allow me. Um, COVID is not the reason why your kids is hungry. It's not the reason. Um, People allow me. Um, I don't have AAA Motor Club. I have it in my auto insurance policy. But let's just say I had AAA Motor Club. And let's just say that today is what, the 18th of January? Let's just say tomorrow on the 19th of January, I called AAA Motor Club and I said, hey, listen, I'm going to have an emergency next month on the 5th. Could you just set me up an appointment now for a tow? You know what they're going to say? They will introduce you quick, fast, and in a hurry the definition of an emergency. That's what they will do. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Come on, stop fucking with me. Don't be up fucking with me, er. They will introduce you quickly to the definition of emergency. They'll say, sir or ma'am, if a woman want to do it. They'll say, sir or ma'am, that's not how this works. And you say, well, how does it work? They say AAA is for emergencies. Emergencies don't have appointments. You can have an emergency appointment at your doctor, like you woke up today and boom. But you're not going to set up an emergency appointment on the 18th for next month on the 30th. 30th. Next month it's not going to have a 30th. Next month on the 28th. That's not how that works. Okay, I need y'all to follow me. See how I caught that? I said next month not going to have a 30th. You see how I caught that? Did you check that out? I'm a next month 28th day catcher person. I just wanted to tell y'all that. Like I'm proud of myself for catching that. Like I'm a catcher person. Like I be catching stuff. I'm laughing at something else. But but the reason why your kids is hungry because you can't afford your kids. People, families are made so, families unfortunately are made a mockery of so much in the community you call black that we jump steps. We're step jumpers. And I ain't talking about the line step with the muggies, at the college, they line stepping. I'm talking about step jumpers. Normally, what people do in other ethnic groups, they finish high school, one, they get some further education, two. It's normally 5 steps minimum. They they finish high school, one, they get they further education, two, college, technical school, etc. They they get a career, establish themselves a career. Three, they meet somebody. Four, when they meet somebody, that's four. Money is trapped. Okay, so high school completion is one. Further education is two. Career is three. Meet somebody and get married is four. Buy a home is five. Then the kids. So it's 5 steps. In the community you call black, we don't do none of that. You as soon as you meet her, you got to get that nut off. Oh, pop that nut. You got a nut. You got to pop that nut. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at something else. You want to pop that nut, and you can't afford it. Can't afford your kid. So you can't afford your kid. You can't. The stupidest thing that I've ever heard, and individuals are going to say it. Individuals are going to still say it, even though I'm saying it's stupid. Is the stupidest thing that I hear in the community you call black. You guys say things like children are a blessing from God. Could you stop it with that garbage nonsense? The when all else fails, the I did wrong scam cover up. Children are a blessing from God. No, they aren't. You an idiot. The ability to bear children is the blessing, not them. Children are not a blessing from God. They're the results of your up. That's what you got. They're the results of your up. So what we got is we done dropped the lines of morals in the community you guys call black. Time a mistake is done, We got some type of moral flip to it. It's like, no, it don't mean that you hot in the coochie. No, it don't mean that you're a you know you got you just don't want blue balls. Damn that I ain't gonna have a case of blue balls. I'm gonna get these nuts off. That's not gonna be you. All right. Very well said. Deshaun said children can grow up and be ain't. Very well said. Under the conditions in which we have children, stop. Stop blaming COVID as to the reasons as to why your kids is hungry. Your kids is hungry because you can't afford them. Your intellect to create, let me be more specific. You don't have the intellect to produce enough income to take care of children. Okay? Let's be clear. And getting back to my emergency, um, don't call nobody saying I got an emergency. I can't pay my rent. People, rent is not an emergency. Never in the history of emergencies has rent ever been an emergency. Never in the history of emergencies. Like you can go to like log on to emergency.com and put in is rent an emergency? Rent is not an emergency. It's not. I know you think it is. I know. I know. I'm just gosh, that do go again. People, if you have to do it every month and know you have to do it, how in the hell is it an emergency? So when people are driving down the road and they have a blowout, they knew it. Oh, this should be happening now. Oh, there it go. I knew it. Something told me on the third of next month. I knew it on the third of this month. I was gonna have a blowout at mile marker 5. I knew it. Come on, stop. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. So, people, I had fun with you guys here tonight. I really did. I'll be back in the studio next week. I normally take the month of January off, so I'm real like sluggish, man. I just want to just chill, man. You know. So I'm gonna get on out of here, man. I'll see you guys at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Actually, I'm not getting out of here because actually I live here, so I really can't say I gotta get out of here. Like me, I'd be like, well, what if he lying? Because like, where's he going? He actually lived there, so like, where is he going? He think he's slick. What are you gonna go out in the backyard and take a nap? No, I'm not gonna take a nap in the backyard. Duh. I'm gonna sleep in my bedroom. Duh. Shout outs to She Cakes, the small head person. Shout outs to my lady. God damn it. Oh, boy. I don't know if she's watching. She just chilling with the family. You know, they over there talking about me or something. Yeah, you're right, brother. My man Deshaun says, take a break. Go apply for welfare. I'm not going to do all that, bro. Come on, bro. But damn. So, honestly, I'm going to get on out of here. Um, but stop blaming COVID for everything. I mean, really, you're killing me. Stop blaming COVID for everything. COVID ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Sometimes you just got to face it in your life that you're a bum. uh, Laughing at something. I was just thought of something that had me cracking up. Sometimes you got to face it. How long you gonna be just doing what you're doing? When are you gonna grab a Webster's dictionary, look up the definition as bum, and say, "That's me. That's me right there." Hey, look, man. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm just a messenger. Don't hate me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, Fasolatido. Don't. Don't. It is my job to get on here and raise your climate of consciousness. That's my job. And I waited all the way to the end to ask the question. When? A lot of mom bums out there. It's a lot of dad bums out there. It's a lot of bums out there, you bum. Stop being a bum. You may continue on with your evening. Good night, y'all.